Live or oh, okay.
Hold on. All right. Hello, everyone. We apologize. We were having some technical difficulties there, so we had to start up a new hangout. So this week's show, I guess, is gonna be in two parts. So yeah, make sure you watch the first part before you watch this part, and yeah.
Just be
Anyways,
patient with us because we're trying to figure this whole thing
yeah.
out. If
It's based.
anybody knows anything about Google Hangouts, you need to give us like some
Yeah.
instruction. Like seriously, please help us out, guys.
And we do thank you for your patience, by the way. And before, like we left off on Kiana's part, let's get real with Kiana, and I would just like to remind everybody again that the Q&A session is open right now, so at any time you guys can feel free to post your questions, and we'll discuss them as they pop up too. All right,
Or
so
comments too.
yeah, all right, so I'll let Kiana take over from here.
Okay, so we already like we had discussed it, but I'll bring it up again in this video for those that are just tuning into this video. Natalie, I'm going to start with Natalie's advice and then I'm going to move on to the article. So, Natalie from Colorado Springs, Colorado asks, is it all right to have sex and see other people while you're on a break? And I know, Dave, you gave your input on that a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit more because it's a friend of yours, so.
well, the thing was, it was just a conversation me and her had. She wasn't wanting to know for herself personally. Relationship, no, she is, but they're not on break or anything. It was just a discussion we were having. I said that I thought it was all right because if you're on break, then you're technically broken up, so it doesn't matter. And she was saying, no, you need to like work to get back together and make things work out and blah blah blah. Like, yeah.
Um, when I look at that question, like, I just think, are you in the relationship? Like, is sex the only thing keeping you guys together? Because, um, what is the basis of the relationship altogether? Because sex is just the basis of it, then why don't you just like be sex buddies or whatever? Like, I don't want to cuss or anything, but coming from a Christian perspective, I don't believe that you should be having sex outside of marriage, but I'm gonna assume that she's not Christian, so I try to answer like the best that I can, coming from like maybe her point of view or her views, but I don't think that you should be having sex outside of marriage, the marriage covenant.
Question,
Um,
question's not about her though.
yeah.
It's about
Well, okay.
yeah, it's just about a generic hypothetical couple. Like it's a like, hypothetical couple. They dating together. They've been dating for like a year or so, and they decide they want to take a break because they're arguing and fighting with each other.
But under the break, what constitutes a break anyway? Is it, okay, we're going to keep in contact, but there's no physical intimacy? If that's what a break is to you, then obviously you're not going to have that physical intimacy and you're just going to keep in contact on terms of maybe like your friends or something, or maybe you're just not going to discuss your issues. But I think it's more productive to actually discuss your issues and not go on a break thinking that a break is going to solve issues, because once you get back with them, they're going to be right there. You're going to still have issues. And I think if you're when I'm in a relationship, I go hard. So you're either with me or you're not. We're not. It's not going to
Yeah.
be complicated. I don't like that because that's playing games.
Yeah. The way I feel like if you guys are at the point, if like the relationship, if the two people are at the point where they're like, we're gonna go on break, obviously the relationship is on shaky ground anyways, and like, cause a break in my mind, if a girl tells me I want to go on break, she's over. Like, there, I don't believe in a whole break.
She's pretty much what?
It's pretty much over. I don't believe the
Hey,
whole.
Dad, let's go outside.
What? Like, I don't believe the whole thing about, oh, we're only going to be on break for a little while, no, and then we're going to get back together again. Like, I don't think that ever happens. Like, so the way I
Yeah, it
look at
usually
it,
ends
if you
up
guys are
not
on
like
break,
they're not
then
together.
yeah. So the way I look at it, why not? Go ahead, go see other people, go explore your options. That's the way I look at it. And if it's meant to be, then you guys will end up back together again. But don't really think about it too much.
I think if it's a break, then it's a break. So if they somehow, after dating other people, still end up meeting each other and decide to get back together, then that's a whole other story. But if they are just, I don't know, there are some people who actually take temporary breaks. They're like, I think we need a cooling down period or something. Then if that's the case, then they shouldn't be seeing other people. They should just cool down and try to resolve their issues. But if this is like they keep fighting and they don't really see themselves getting back together, then end of story.
Oh, guys, the question totally went over my head. I thought that Natalie was asking, is it okay to have sex with each other while you're on a break? Because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, now I understand, because I'm like, why are you guys responding the way you're responding? And now I understand what the question's asking.
Oh,
I apologize for that.
no, it's okay.
No worries.
Yeah, you should not be seeing other people though. That's a given, because unless you want to for real break up.
That's what that's why I look at it. If you're on a break, then you're pretty much for real broken up.
And then there's gonna be issues with jealousy. No, like, think about it. We are humans. Like, we're not like robots or whatever. Like, we can't set aside our emotions completely. Like, yeah, we can think rationally about things, but there's always gonna be emotions involved, especially in an intimate relationship with someone. So if you did have sex with somebody while you're broken up and then you get back together, you have to, like, then that brings in the drama of, oh, am I honest with this person about what I did when I wasn't with them, or do I just keep it in the past? And that just makes the waters really muddy. And what if you get attached to the other person that you decided to be with while you're on the break from your original boyfriend or girlfriend? It's just not a good idea, and too much drama can come out of it.
Or what if a baby's involved?
Oh
What?
gosh, yeah, pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy, or
That's when it gets even crazier.
yeah.
That's why I don't believe in being friends with my exes. Like once I break up with someone, we're no longer friends.
My
Mm.
sister is good friends with her exes, but maybe because they are, rather than like proper relationship, they're like really close guy friends.
Oh,
So yeah, over the years they end up being close and they're like family friends. So even I know some of them, and they're not in a couple kind of relationship anymore. They're just really close friends.
oh, by the way, we have a question from, I'm gonna butcher this name, and I apologize ahead of time, but his name is Taj Priolo. Like, he says, "How are you?"
We are
We're
Um,
doing
good.
awesome. We are
yeah,
sticking this out because our video is just failing, but you know what? We're doing good now because we have a part 2 to this, and it's going great, and we're staying positive.
exactly. That's the attitude to have. Thank you
Yes.
for watching. And then Hoshkin Curdy says, "Hello, guys."
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, for
Thanks for
watching.
sticking it out with us.
All right. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. Just putting that out there.
You know, I think that I want to share this article next week instead, due to time crunches like in my schedule. So if you guys, if you guys really want to find out about the article, that's another reason to stay tuned next week.
Definitely.
What's the title?
Give them a
Oh, the
teaser,
title
Kiana.
is choosing. It's choosing between truth and flattery. So it's a really good article, and we're going to talk more about it next week because we're kind of on a time crunch at this point. But yeah. So back to Dave.
All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in and watching this week's episode of Talk Tuesday. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience of having to do it in two parts. We were having some difficulties, but we do thank you for sticking with us and watching all the way to the very end. And as always, don't forget to rate and comment. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to each one of us because you just love all three of us. I mean, you can't resist us. We're all beautiful and amazing. Yeah. All right. Have a good day. God bless. And deuces.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Oh, it's on my channel next week, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yay! Nadia!
All right. So I'll see you all on my channel next week. Same time,
Peace
same
out.
place. Bye.
In the description box below too. And I'm gonna post this yeah, I'm gonna post this channel is gonna be on, or this episode is going to be on my channel, probably this evening. All right. Oh wait, hold on. We got a question at the last minute. All right. So, Taj Priolo. Wow, this is a really serious one. Said, so I always been bullied in school, and some of my friends tell me I should start fighting them, but I don't want to do that and just hurt myself physically. Do you think I should just go from fighting them or just leave it alone or whatever? Well,
Ooh.
like Martin Luther King said, violence only begets violence. So,
Yeah.
like, I would say fighting it back against these bullies isn't really going to solve anything. It's just going to cause more violence. It's going to cause more fights. And if you start fighting now, you're going to be fighting for the rest of your life. And I don't think that's something you want to do.
But how do you stop the bullying, though? How do you make it stop?
You can defend yourself. Like if someone comes after you and you can defend yourself, but don't take it too far. Don't have some restraint. Like defend yourself to the point where you show them, hey, I'm not gonna let you pick on me anymore. But then don't take it any further than that, and don't tell someone. Tell if you said it was in school, so tell a teacher, tell the principal or something.
Yeah.
Tell an authority, and let them handle it.
Yeah, it's best to bring in a third person to mediate, and it's always good to have a mediator whenever there's a disagreement, argument, and just don't fight because it just makes it so it's more chaotic, and then you might end up getting in trouble for fighting at school, and it just brings too much issues on your end.
Is that kind of just stick to yourself. You can stay away from them the best of your just stay away from them if you can. Can you hear me, Nadia?
Oh yeah, you said stay away from them if you can. Okay, got you now.
Yeah, stay away from them if you can.
All right.
Don't take it further than that. Just you're not gonna pick on me anymore, and then after you defend yourself, tell a third party like Kiana, don't let you try.
And I'm really sorry you're getting bullied.
Yeah, avoid them at all costs, though.
Yeah. Because, like I said, Martin Luther King said, violence only begets more violence. So you don't want to get into the habit of just fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for the question, though. Like, and make sure you tune in next week. It's gonna be on Nadia's channel, like I said, and I'm gonna be posting links to Nadia and Kiana's channel in the description box when this video uploads. And as always, make sure you send some questions into Kiana too for her statement. Alright. Anyway, again, have a good night or a good day. God bless and deuces.
Deuces.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.